Welcome back to yet another episode of Before You Summon, and the final event of November being With Our Wounded Hands that will run from November 30th to December 9th. This is a Nycord at 25 unit focused limited event in the Cool attribute with Enna as the focus character and the rest of the Nycord at 25 as well as the virtual singers acting as supporting cast. And seeing as my current situation has not let up, we will keep the pace high with 2 exchange shop cards being added with the event. Taking the 2-star slot is Matthew with her card The One Who Waits From Far Away, and she is of the pure attribute, while Kanade takes the 3-star slot with her card Because You're One of Us, and she is of the mysterious attribute. And due to their attributes, both Kanade and Matthew will see use in one future event, with Matthew seeing use in the event Colors of Pure Sense that will run from the 31st of October to the 8th of November. And Matthew is of higher gameplay value for this event. Kanade, on the other hand, will see use during the event, and so the clock hands start ticking that will run from the 31st of April to the 8th of May. And Kanade is higher gameplay value for this event as she is available through the Gacha with a 70% event bonus. But of course, the exchange shop cards are not the only cards being added, as we also have the event Gacha, The Flower Once More, that will run from the 30th of November to the 11th of December. This is a limited Gacha, meaning it abides by standard limited Gacha rules. And the 3 cards being added with the Gacha will be considered the focus cards of the event, meaning they will match the event's attribute as well as grant a 70% event bonus in the event team building. On top of this, because it is a limited Gacha, all cards will arrive with a limited hairstyle as well. As always, the World Link situation for these characters is quite special. On screen in order, I will have the dates for the second World Link event, the second World Link support Gacha for both Nycord at 25 and Virtual Singers, which is a rerun of the first set of World Link cards, as well as the flash rerun of the second World Link Gacha for both Nycord at 25 and Virtual Singers that will happen before the final chapter Wishes Bloom goes live. Finally, as always, all first set of World Link cards will be available together in a single Gacha during the final chapter support Gacha between September 25th and September 30th. Finally, before we get into the card showcase, all 3 of these cards will be the same attribute as the event, being Cool, meaning all 3 sees future usability in the same event. The event in question is Unreliable Notes that will run from the 20th of March to the 28th of March. In the Gacha for this event is Kanade, Matthew, and Enna, meaning of course that the Enna from this Gacha will be lower gameplay value as she is available with a 70% event bonus during Unreliable Notes. However, Mizuki and Nycord at 25 Mako is not available in the Gacha, making them higher gameplay value as they're ever only available with a 50% event bonus. But outside of this event, the cards does not have any more future usability, meaning we will skip that section for all of the cards going forward. With that, let's get into our first card of the Gacha, being the focus character of the event, Enna, and her card, What Wounds Can't Break.
一緒にいようよ。Mizuki.
Enna is a perfect score skill card with the skill name My Tranquility, and perfect score skill cards will grant a 110% score bonus for perfect taps only for 5 seconds. With Enna's new costume being called C's Bestie. And Enna has 2 new upcoming limited cards. The first event where Enna will get a new card is the event Deeper and Deeper, where she will get her Bloom Festival exclusive card, only available between July 7th and July 11th. This is then followed by an event we've already mentioned, Color of Pure Sense, that will run from 31st of October to the 8th of November. And as for rerunning gachas, Enna only has a single upcoming one. As always, remember that the second rerun of any given limited gacha is the final final rerun before the gacha is discontinued and the cards join the Recollection Festival gacha pool. For more information, always check out my general guide linked down in the description. The only gacha Enna will show up in is Photogenic Valentine, having its first rerun in February, with its final rerun confirmed for September 2026. That covers everything you need to know about Enna, meaning we can move on to our second character in the gacha, being Mizuki and her card, Cascading Feelings.
本当にいいのかな?
Mizuki is a scorer skill card with the skill name Dreams to be Shared, and scorer skill cards will grant 100% score bonus for 5 seconds at talent level 1, with Mizuki's new costume being called Choir Bestie. And sadly, Mizuki only has a single new limited card upcoming, coming from the event Our Golden Days, also known as the 5th anniversary, that will run from the 30th of September to the 9th of October. But what Mizuki lacks in a new limited card, she makes up in rerunning gachas, as she has 3 upcoming ones. First, she will show up in the final rerun of the Escape the Ring gacha happening in December. This is then followed by the first rerun of the New Year's Enchanting Bloom Bright gacha happening in January, with its final rerun already confirmed for July 2026. Which is then capped off with a final rerun of the Welcome to Diner gacha happening in April. Which only leaves us with our final character in the gacha, Nycord at 25 Mako, with her card What I Need to Do.
本当にいいの?
Mako is a Nycord at 25 unit scorer skill card with the skill name To Let Those Feelings Be Heard, with Mako's new costume being called Protégé Papillon. And Mako has no upcoming new limited cards as it currently stands on the Japanese server. However, she does have 2 upcoming reruns, one being a very special case. The standard limited rerun is one we've already mentioned, as Mako is joining Mizuki in the New Year's Enchanting Bloom Bright gacha happening once again, with its first rerun in January and the second rerun already confirmed for July 2026. And of course, the special rerunning gacha for Mako is the return of the 7 Deadly Sins collab and the Memories of Wrongdoing gacha. On the Japanese server, this special second rerun is happening between November 21st and December 6th. However, which is always true with collaboration event, we have not yet gotten confirmation on Taiwan, Korea or EN that this collaboration rerun will be happening on either of these servers. So as always, take a pinch of salt when it comes to collaboration reruns, and do remember that even if the collaboration rerun is confirmed for EN, Taiwan or Korea, they can be happening on very different times from the Japanese dates, as we've seen several of the collaboration events happening way earlier or way later than their initial run on the Japanese server. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for more information through the official channels about the second rerun of the 7 Deadly Sins collaboration on EN, Taiwan or Korea. But for now, just know that it did happen on JP and that it might be happening on either one of these servers, though it's not yet confirmed. But with that, we've covered all of the cards added with the That Flower Once More gacha, meaning we can move into the event team building. As always, this is a unit-focused event, meaning that all virtual singers, as long as they have the correct attribute and unit, can grant the 50% bonus. And with the virtual singer updates made during the Bloom Festival update, both blank or unitless virtual singers as well as Nycord at 25 virtual singers will be considered the correct unit. Meaning as long as they are either of these units and in the cool attribute, they will grant a 50% event bonus. But getting straight into the asterisks for the 2-star and 3-star card, this time around we have 7 that we need to point out. Obviously, the 2-star Len featuring little twin stars is from the Sanrio collaboration event, meaning that if you did not participate in this event, you have no way of having this Len. This is also true for the Let's Enjoy the Movie Enna and Mako 2-star card. as you needed to go see the movie in the cinema and get a specific code. So if you did not go watch the movie or you live in a country where the movie wasn't available, these cards will be wholly unavailable to you. In addition, we also have the 2-star Kanade and the 2-star Mafyu from the event Wither This Path of Thorns, as well as a 3-star Enna from the event A Light Drawn Closer. None of these cards have yet to enter the standard gacha pool, making them wholly unavailable if you did not play during their respective events. With the final asterisk being the 2-star Mizuki from the event Knowing the Unseen that entered the standard gacha pool with the most recent event As Leaves Change Color once more. Meaning that if you did not pull during As Leaves Change Color, or if you did not pull during Power of Regret, you have no way of having this Mizuki if you did not play during the event Knowing the Unseen. But with that, we have covered all of the asterisks, so let's get straight into the 4-star cards. And this time around we have 22 cards available, with 4 events bringing more than 1 card. One of which events is a limited event and the other 3 being permanent events. And I continue my work in making these videos very condensed with a lot of information, so I will try something new for this episode. As always, down in the comments tell me if you like this change or if you want me to revert back to how it was originally. The limited event that brought more than 1 card is We Escape to Survive, which is a 9-25 unit focused event. With all 3 of the permanent events also being unit focused events, in the order of release being Imprisoned Marionette, then followed by the event On This Blank Canvas I Paint, and then finally What Lies Beyond Guiding a Lost Child. This leaves 10 remaining cards that comes from different scattered events, 3 of which are permanent and 7 of them being limited. In order of release, we saw the 7 Deadly Sins Kaitos, followed by the Kanade from Memories that comes with the scent of candles. This was then followed by the Colorful Festival exclusive Rin from In This Singing City, also known as the 2.5 anniversary. This was followed by yet another collaboration card in the form of the Enna from the Sanrio collaboration event. And after this, we saw the Bloom Festival exclusive card for Mako tied to the event Over Rad Squad, which was then followed by the Mafyu tied to the event Wonder Horror, A Test of Courage. With the final limited card being a semi-limited card from the Virtual Singer World Link event with you at Sekai's beginning in the form of Miku. Which leaves us with the 3 permanent cards being the Enna from the Sounds of the Summer Festival event, followed by the Mizuki from the Climax Kageyama Sheer Squad event, and finally the Mizuki from Let's Study Hard. And due to its late release, I almost forgot 1 additional card. In addition to the cards we've already listened, we have a 23rd alternative as well in the form of the From the Window Sekai Miku from the movie collaboration campaign, which covers all of the 4-star cards available, but of course we also have a few birthday cards, and this time around we have 6 available ones, including the 1st year Rin and Kanade, the 2nd year Kaito and Enna, and the 3rd year Mako and Miku. And the selection this time around isn't terrible. It definitely isn't perfect, I won't say that, but we at least have 5 cards available in the 3-star slot, meaning that you can fill your entire roster with 3-star card or fall back on 3-star cards for each one of the characters' slots if you do not have 4 stars for every slot available. In addition, we for once actually have a pretty wide cast of permanent Virtual Singer cards in the actual unit, being Nightcore 25 obviously. And additionally, each one of the unit members has at least 2 permanent cards available to them. So this is far from the worst event team building we've ever seen for a unit-focused event. It might not be the best, but it's definitely solid. Especially seeing as a lot of the cards available in the event team building are from high-profile events, such as the 7 Deadly Sins collaboration, the Sanrio collaboration, or We Escape to Survive. So I hope that most early to mid-game players can hit 260 to 270% event bonus, and most late-game players can hit the coveted 300% event bonus without any major issues. But with that, once the event ends, we will see an afterlife. The afterlife will be available between December 10th and December 11th, and participating will grant you 300 crystals and a stamp. The stamp this time around of Enna, called Let's Stay Together. And because this is a unit-focused event, we will have a commission song, with the commission song being called this time around Yokan ni mi Torote. This song will be released with a Sekai version and a virtual singer version, as well as having 2 confirmed alternative vocals in the form of an Enna and a Mako alt vocal that will release around October 31st next year. So if you're a massive fan of Enna or Mako, you can look forward to those alt vocals. But with that, we have covered everything you needed to know about the event with our wounded hands. It will be very nice to see Mizuki return to the real world after having her be missing for quite a few events now. This event is super powerful and very emotional, and I do think that the card art as well as the story being told is extremely beautiful. Obviously, I won't spoil much more as I do think that this event is best experienced for yourself. So, down in the comments, please tell me what you feel about this event. Have you already read the story, or are you waiting for the translation to experience it for yourself? And of course, how do you feel about the cards, the costumes and the hairstyles added with the event? I always love to hear your opinions, and while you're down there in the comments typing away, please make sure that you're subscribed, have rung the bell, and maybe even left a like and share this video with a friend, as all of these things help me immensely in my growth as a channel. And I of course want to extend a special thank you to all of my Patreons, with an extra big and warm hug to all of my append players being Bambi, Gabby Z, Helen P001 Star, Mia Marie 21, Opal Siren, Petterish, Shino Empire, Shoop, and Veritas Ubu. As always, you guys are truly amazing, and if you wanna join them in supporting me that little bit extra, you will find a link to my Patreon linked down in the description, where you can support me for as low as $1. But as always, do not feel pressured if you cannot support me that way, as watching, liking and sharing the video is far more than enough. With all of that out of the way, I will not ramble on any longer. Let's get out of here for the week.